afternoon. Right, I'm not sure if anybody wants to really know this, but I think it's relevant to this channel, very relevant. I've just left week 5 of the bereavement counselling through the Beatson Cancer Charity's bereavement team, and I think it's going really well, actually. It allows people to analyse and break down grief and dispel all the ideas and perceptions that folk have about it, and I think it allows us to really understand more about what we're dealing with and what we're going through. It's certainly made a big difference to me, and when I'm talking to other people like my family or friends and stuff, where's my wallet? Oh, there it's there. About grief or about whatever's going on around this thing, this world. You'll hear them say things, and right away I'll kind of jump in and say, well, that's not really what it's like. And because of the 5 weeks that I've had, it's allowed me to be a bit more analytical and understand it a bit better, and then make them understand it a bit better. So I'm telling you this because I know there's people who watch this channel that have suffered loss. Unfortunately, lots of you have suffered loss, and maybe people are against counselling. I suppose I was a wee bit at the start. This is not one-to-one counselling I'm in here, this is a group session, so I'm in with people that have lost their wives and husbands. One girl who lost parents, and speaking to these people, we've become, we're all becoming friendly, and we're able to have a bit of a laugh as well about things, because we'll often come away with things or comments or something will be said and we'll all burst into laughter, which is fine, that's okay, that's allowed. So it's not a one-to-one session with a counsellor lying on a couch talking about stuff like you see on TV, nothing like that. And I think I could confidently say to any of you that's struggling that it's a really good thing to do. Now obviously people watch this channel, you're from all walks of life in other parts of the country, so I'm in the west of Scotland, or west central Scotland, so the Beatson Cancer Charity is the charity that's directly linked to the Beatson West of Scotland Cancer Centre, and that's where Sarah was treated and given the trials, etc. But obviously these places are all over the UK, and I'd imagine all offer very similar services. And funnily enough, a lot of the videos that we watch in the sessions are an Australian doctor, and he's brilliant. So yeah, it's relevant all over the world, I suppose, but what I'm trying to say is it's worth looking into. It doesn't matter, you could give it a go. You might not like it, you might walk away, you might think it's doing nothing, but does it do any harm really to give it a try? That's all I'm kind of trying to say. Life is changing for me, and I'm 7 months into this, and things are happening in my life, and things feel differently. Don't think any less of Sarah. I've not forgotten her. She's exactly where she was in my mind and in my heart, and that's never going to change. Never. I was sitting in bed the other night, and I was going through files on my computer to try and clear my drive off a bit, and I found a file that I put a picture on Facebook from my 100th birthday party I did a few years back. and there was a picture of Sarah there before she was diagnosed with cancer, because it was around early 2022, and she looked pained and sad. And I think it was around probably about that time, April, May 2022, that Sarah was in her kind of worst state of symptomatic issues. She was suffering badly, and it was around that time where I was starting to, well, I wasn't starting to panic, I think I was panicking long before then about, you know, what is the reality of the situation here, because nothing was making any difference, nothing at all. And that's when I started to think the sinister, you know, this has got to be cancer, it can't be anything else. The point I'm trying to make here is I opened a file and found a picture, and it broke me in two, literally. Like I keep using reference like a tsunami, you know, it really is. When these emotions hit, and in the counselling they talk a lot about emotions, trying to define and break down and understand how things work for people. And we were talking about the dam and the floodplains, and how important it is in life to have all the different emotions, because you need them all. But that was a kind of dam bursting moment. But we were talking about this today, reminding us that the floodplains are when the floodwaters subside, when the grass grows back and new things grow, and it's an interesting metaphor that something always needs something else to happen. So the floodplains get flooded, the water recedes, and new life grows. And it's a good way to think about it. So I opened up that photograph and felt overwhelmed. But it gave me time to sort of think about things, and I went on to look at other stuff and find happier things, and I suppose it's just part of the process, is what I'm trying to say, that these things are going to creep along and catch you off guard. I think it's always going to happen, isn't it? All through my life, no matter what situation I'm in, it's always going to come along, or something's going to pop along when you least expect it. So counselling for me, or this type of counselling for me, has been excellent, and has been, I found, extremely helpful for me to try and understand what I'm dealing with, and that's the big thing, understanding. So if you're out there, you're watching this, and you're struggling to deal with any type of grief or mental health, depression, you know, it's maybe not a bad idea to seek some professional help, because you never know what it might bring. It might bring a better understanding of yourself, it might allow you to break down things, fight your way through it. I don't know, I really don't, but anything's got to be worth a try, isn't it, when you're in pain. Anyway, so there's my thoughts for today. After week 5, that's my thoughts for today. I'm just heading back to work now. I got a cup of tea. On a different note, I'm going to jump on to the Peaky Bikers midweek mumble tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So if you go to YouTube and you search Peaky Biker Live, I think there's going to be 4 of us on, having a blether, all things bikes and everything else in life. Bikes, cameras, health, mental health, everything. Come on, have a listen, grab yourself a beer, and ask some questions maybe, I don't know. if you come onto the chat live, you can ask questions and you can say hello. It's definitely worth doing. He's a great guy, been a great support to me, which is amazing. Someone that's reached out, and you know, you can't ask more in life than for people like that to be in your life. Good friends, good allies make a big difference, and of course family. Right, I'm going to sign off now. I've talked enough. I will be hopefully this Saturday. Big Gordon gave me a wee shout today and says if the weather's alright on Saturday, are we going out a blast? And I was like, hell yes, definitely want to get back out. So if we do this weekend, you can expect another video of our shenanigans. I don't know where we'll go. Again, depends on the weather. If it's sub-zero temperatures, I don't know if I want to be riding the likes of Duke's Pass, but I would still go out, maybe do some slightly more main roads or whatever. I don't know, we'll see. But I would like to get out this weekend. I go out as much as I can. I generally couldn't give a shit what the temperature is outside. So hopefully we'll get a wee video out at the end of the week, and I'll speak to you then. In the meantime, take care. And don't forget to tell your loved ones that you love them. Give them a hug. Don't be feared. I never used to hug my mother and my sister and all that, but I do now. I was always a bit weird and standoffish when it came to hugging and all that pish. But it's stupid. I'm stupid. Have a good day. Catch you later.